So there really is an underground lake here. Tell me, where is the medical facility?
It's not here. In fact, it never even existed in the first place.
But I've seen people carried in here with my own eyes. Where could they have all gone?
The answer is right in front of you. You need but open your eyes.
What do you mean?
Are you trying to say that they all drowned in this lake?
No. They're just what you see before you. What's left when matter ceases to be matter. Perhaps the scale is throwing you off. Let me show you what I'm getting at.
What?
No way. It can't be.
So then, this entire lake is...
Yes. All this is the hollowing.
I still don't follow, Miguel. What happened to your hand? And what is this hollowing you speak of?
This is what I wanted to show you, my lord. When a life form's drained of its astral energy, its physical form breaks down completely, a death leaving no physical remains. All that's left is a reflective substance, the only proof that matter once existed at all. That hollowing is the substance that fills this lake.
This whole lake. How many people? How many Danans?
You actually expect me to believe all that? That an astral arts illiterate Danan would know of this unseen atrocity? And that I, a Renan lord, would have no knowledge?
I have one last piece of evidence, Lord Dohalim. This is a fruit of Helgen, the cause of all of this.
What are you doing, Miguel?
Here is your proof, my lord. Proof of the bounds of your knowledge. Proof of the countless Danan deaths under your watch. No, they were not merely deaths. Those Danans were completely erased. And now, the only testament is that lake of hollowing.
Miguel!
Someone close to you is behind all of this. This person is amassing huge amounts of astral energy. You have to stop them. You're the only one who can prevent Menancia from returning to the living hell that it was once before. I beg you, for the future of the utopia you have created, please stop them. Don't let your dream die just as it's become a reality.
Wait a minute, I don't know if I...
Miguel! Miguel! Miguel!
Forgive me, Kisara. I'm sorry. It was the only way I could open his eyes. I didn't have much time left anyway. Please, help our Lord Dohalim to make our greatest dream a reality.
Nicole!
Stop! Stop! That voice! Make it stop! Darling!
What is this? His master core's going berserk!
I know all you are thanks, but we need your help. We've gotta get him under control.
Damn! As if he wasn't already strong enough!
Pray forgive me, my lord.
You're
Going in.
One more! I can carve through armor!
Tiger blade!
First strike!
That rock is huge!
Watch out, everyone!
Look out!
Eat that!
Look out! Come on, roll that! Look out! One more!
Try harder!
You're mine! Look out! Eat this! I'll run you through!
With the flaming meteor!
Not today!
Dust to dust!
Laser
On
spear!
guard!
Here's evil!
That's it!
Rising
Tiger
Wave!
blade!
Laser!
Going in! I'm on it! Dust to dust!
Rising Wave!
Hey! Look sharp! One more!
Tiger blade!
This one's mine! On guard! Let's storm! Here, Tiger blade! This one's mine! I've let you all down.
Come on! You have to hold on!
Sonic Truck! First strike! Double Demon Bang!
Tiger blade! Sonic punch! I'll end you!
Try harder!
Look out!
Take
Behind
this!
the shot!
Here's a healing arc!
That's enough!
This one's mine!
Take it! Go time!
Tiger blade! Annihilation!
Reaper won't save you! Watch it! Look sharp! I'm on it! One more!
Here, let me help! First aid!
Rising Wyvern!
Flaming meteor!
First strike!
I know!
This one's mine! That's enough!
Severing Wave!
Tiger blade! Here, let me help!
Demon Fang!
Going ready!
Stay away from my friends! Rising Wyvern!
I'm ready to go!
Dragon
Bring
Roar!
you back from death's abyss!
This one's mine!
Healing arc!
Not done yet!
This one's mine!
Can't move!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Solid storm!
I'll bring you back from death...
Not done yet!
Look out for the charge attack!
Nothing gets through me. This I swear.
Sonic Truck!
I'll run you through! Crumble!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Not today!
Damn it! That's it!
Glacial spear!
You'll pay for that!
No further.
He stopped moving!
Get him now!
Forgive me. I don't have much left.
All right,
Let me at him.
time to shine!
Here I go!
On guard.
No Attack time! Almost! That freaking does it! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Eat this! You're mine!
All mine.
No way! You're done!
Not today!
First strike!
Now you see what I can do! Please!
Into the shadow! Now!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Into the wind!
I'm on
Here,
it!
let me help.
I'll run you through like hell!
I'll be saving
Raining
everyone.
flash! Almost! You're wide open! Eat this! That freaking does it! Double demon fang! Here we go again!
Where are you going?
It's over! Burn in hell!
Hey, that crumble!
Double demon fang!
Pieces! Monster energy! Ready to go! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Resuscitation! Here's a healing art! Stay! Thank you. Heal! Here's a healing art!
Too slow!
Lightning Lord! Here's evil! Dance in the wind!
Here I come! I'll finish you here and now! This one's all mine! Eat dirt! Eat this! You're done!
Burning!
Lightning
Let the marksman handle it! Here, let me help. Dance in the wind! Seal, I'll bring you back from death to this. Here's a resuscitation! This one's mine!
Damn it! If only I'd been more careful. Eat this!
Glacier Field. Here's evil.
Tectonic
Reason.
Infernal Blast you!
Here I go.
Rising Viper! Be still!
Nano Ray.
Rising Viper!
By the power of water.
That frickin' does it! You're mine!
One more.
Rising Viper! It's time! Storm! Thrust!
Nano Ray.
Double Demon Fang! Destruction! Storm! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
This one's mine.
I'm on it! Burn in hell! I'll smash you!
Gemini.
I'll finish you here and now! Let you all down.
I'll bring you back from this abyss.
Enough!
Here I go. Hear me, Lord Dohalim! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Are you all right? What was that just now? I understand this is a lot for you to take in, but Miguel trusted you.
Impossible. I have no such power. Truth be told, I never wanted this. I never wanted to be a lord. However, competing for a position in the crown contest was required of me, and in the process, I took the life of a dear friend. The life I took in the bloodshed, the hatred that it earned me. It was far more than I could ever bear. But the screams and tears of the slaves, they would reawaken my memories of that day. The memories of my friend's scream, and the tears of the one who mourned him. I couldn't take it any longer. I didn't want to remember.
So that's it? That's the real reason you freed the Danans? Just so you wouldn't have to listen to their screams?
Wait. So everything you've done...
Precisely. It was simply to distance myself from all the pain and death, all for my own selfish ends. And if it made everyone happy in the process, well, then that was just an added benefit. Or perhaps I truly did believe in those ideals at one point. But living up to them was never my aim.
dream of coexistence? The ideals that you always championed? So you're saying that everything you stood for? You're saying it was all just a self-obsessed lie? Tell me it isn't true, Lord Dohalim. Because my brother believed in you in your dream!
Forgive me.
So this is who you really are?
Stop!
Let go! Let me go! Let me go!
It's enough, Kisara!
Let go!
Stop!
I'll tear him apart! I swear I'll...
Are you trying to ignore your brother's dying wish? He entrusted you with his dream!
Just kill me. I'm nothing. I am but a shell of a man now. I'm just a pitiful coward who shrank from his duties. I would only ask that you make it quick.
This man... This is the person my brother died for. And for what? For what? I need you to get out of my sight right now. Go, before I change my mind!
Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, a little. Thanks.
What are we gonna do now?
I still have unfinished business with Dohalim.
He's a world away from the Lord Balsef was. There's no need for us to fight him, Shion.
In case you've forgotten,
Guys! I think something's going on outside.
Kisara! There you are!
What's happening?
Kelzolik has started an insurrection. He's driving all of the Danans out of the palace.
What? Has he lost his mind? What about Lord Dohalim?
We don't know where he is, Captain. We thought maybe you would.
No, I don't. I haven't seen him since we were inside the quarry.
Damn. Well, either way, I wouldn't go near the palace. Any suspected Renan sympathizers are being arrested on sight. This whole thing is a powder keg about to explode. Best prepare for the worst.
I guess not all of the Renans here like the idea of coexisting with the Danans after all.
So this is it. This is the real Menancia.
Are you giving up?
On what? This realm is already finished. It perished along with my brother's dream.
That's a shame. And I guess all the people who believed in that dream are on their own out there, aren't they? Not all of the Renan sided with Kelzolik. There's still hope, Kisara. Your brother's dream is only dead when there's nobody left who believes in it. Am I wrong?
You're right. I'm going to the palace. I need to see what's happening there with my own eyes. What are you all doing?
I thought it was pretty clear. We're coming with you.
I appreciate the thought, really. But there's no need for you all to get involved in this.
Dohalim said it himself, right? All of us. We're liberators.
Thank you.
Will things be okay in the city?
I'm concerned about that as well. But for now... Let us get to the palace.
Right. We best clamp down on things at the source before they get out of control.
The fact the enemies... pulling themselves up tells me they're not
I thought we'd see fighting throughout the city, but it's dead and quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
Meaning the rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out. This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
Hey, Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and... It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
I'm only getting started.
I can read your moves like a
I'm gone.
Its armor's too strong.
Be like it.
I'll run you through!
Shut him down.
Crumble!
I'm out!
You're done!
Mine!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone! We can really make weapons with this? No backing down!
Here's evil!
Eternal
Not
devastation!
in your dreams! Freeze Lancer!
So much for talking it out!
It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
You're wide open!
Oh, and go!
One more! Take this! Crumble! Slash! I'll run you through! Demon Fang! Not today! Finish it!
Kisara, I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material. You know,
That's far enough! I'll end you! Now you see what I can do!
I never miss!
I'm on!
They really don't give up,
Here
do they?
goes! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Here, let me help!
I'm just getting started!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Don't get careless.
Let's dispose of the truck.
Bring him down! I'm on it! Crumble!
This one's low.
What's the range attack? Engaging! Fire support!
Tiger Blade!
Finish it!
Elfin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
You're wide open!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for, but
This isn't enough to... Go on.
hey, look at that enemy! It's shining! Steering clear! Reload! Not on my watch!
A showdown between blade and fist!
You picked the wrong fight.
Tiger Blade! Flame of Fury!
Smash you!
Take this.
Burning! Elfin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Here's
You're
a
wide open!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of the floor.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I see one, eh? Far enough! That's enough! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
This one's mine!
Faster! Coming to you! Split it open!
Be my guest!
Very well! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Watch this!
Going in!
You're mine! Solid storm! Mirage! I'm on it! Okay! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
I need to be stronger.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Bring him down! Mighty dear!
Look sharp! Where are you going?
Sonic thrust!
Look sharp!
Storm!
Lightning! Down!
Tectonic storm! Wow! What you Ignite!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Here, let me help.
Run you through!
I feel sprightlier than before.
I won't forgive you!
I'll end you! Denied! I'll end you!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Crumble!
Freeze
Now
laser!
you see what I can do! Eat this! You're
One more!
All power here and now! Ignite!
All right. There are enemy forces here, too?
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that it?
Right.
Right.
This looks nice and tough.
Shut him down! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Take it! One more! This one! I'm ready!
No escape! First strike!
Alchemy!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! I can feel my power growing!
What could this be?
So what is Mahag Sar exactly?
One of the 5 realms of Dana. From the sound of it, Kelzelik had some dealings with them.
Engaging! I can carve through armor! My shield! Storm! Tiger Blade! Eat this! Burn! Come and get it! Talon Storm! Blind freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
We're not finished!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's a healing
Rising one!
First aid!
Fire in the hole!
There are for interrupting!
You're wide open! I'm on it!
Make it
Fire in the
go!
hole!
Do not!
Too slow! You're mine! Talon sword! Lunar Rondo! Combat! Fire support! Raging Warfare! It's over! Support!
I'm ready for the next battle.
This looks nice and tough.
opponent like this.
Armor won't save you! Burn in hell! Tiger Blade! Storm!
Glacial Spear. Here's
Roll
a
down! Blade! I'm on!
Here's a hero! Do it! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Glacial Spear. Here's evil!
I'm on! Rising Wyvern!
Freeze Lancer!
Tectonic Punch! Finish it! Kisara!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Any injuries?
Look! Another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there's should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it. Even if Danans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget. We're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive.
I'll do my best!
Bring it down!
I never miss!
Ignite!
Damn it!
Go! Ready to go!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
You wide open!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest. Finish it!
Tiger Blade! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hear me! Flame of Fury!
Come on, son!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go.
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave!
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool! I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave wouldn't know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danans are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother, he dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother. And now you'll die for it! My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic flame?
Have you no shame?
Hide itself? From me?
Go for the weak point!
Not today!
First strike!
Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
I'll smash you!
Mirage!
I'm
Dragon War!
Take this! Freeze! Tiger blade!
Take this!
What's this?
Luna Logo!
It's your tiger blade! Here.
Crowbar Blade! Double T! It vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
Eat this!
Here, let me help.
Rising Wyvern! This one's all mine! I won't lose.
Ready to go!
Not now, not ever!
This one's mine. Where are you going? Power Storm! One more!
Double T is back!
One more! Here's a healing arc! Mine!
Shut up! Pieces!
Double T is back!
Mega Ray! Annihilation!
I can carve through armor!
I'm gone! Storm! That's it!
Rising Wyvern!
Tiger blade!
I'm on it! I'm on it! I'll run you through!
I'm gone!
Crumble!
Demon Tiger! Double Demon Fang!
Eat this!
It's on!
Storm!
You'll eat dirt!
You're done!
Look shot! Flame of fury!
Look shot! Crumble!
Take this!
I'm on it!
Tiger blade!
Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
One more! Lightning! One more! And out of ammo! Tiger blade!
I'm on it!
This one's mine! Tiger blade!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun. No way.
Alright! Where are you going?
Double Demon
Tiger
Fang!
blade!
Ignite!
Here's a healing arc!
Just
Lightning!
I owe you one.
Armor won't save you!
First strike! Mirage!
Lightning!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll run you through!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
I'm on it!
Make it break!
Alvin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me help! The power of light! I'm ready to
First
go!
strike! Thrust!
Done!
Sword Lane Alpha! Storm!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisha!
Here's a
All
healing arc!
mine! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Tiger blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Here comes something big!
Try to die!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's
Here's a
for.
healing arc!
Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Win!
I've let you all down.
Come on!
Here we go again!
Here's a healing arc!
This is looking good! This one's mine!
I'll run you through! Eat this! I'll run you through!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Rising Wyvern!
Tectonic
This
punch!
one's mine!
First strike!
This one's mine!
Tiger
Not on
blade!
my watch!
Dragon Swarm!
Here, let me help! First aid!
What's this? I'll end you! That's it!
Tiger blade! Out of ammo!
one's mine!
Let me at him! Here, let me help!
Shield!
Appreciate the help! On guard! Tiger Blade!
That's my cue!
Tiger Blade!
Shut him down!
This one's mine!
Nothing back!
To an end.
I'm almost impressed.
My praise coming from you.
I said almost.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Sonic Thrust! First strike!
Take her down! Tiger Blade! Back into the fray!
Ignite!
You're done!
I never miss.
Look sharp! Talon Storm!
I'll smash you!
Time to shine! There!
Come on, Demon Fang!
You're done!
Done to done!
Heal this!
What's this?
We're out of ammo! Back into the fray! Time to shine!
Dragon Sword! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Blazing Meteor!
You're mine!
Blaze of Steel!
Sword Blade Alpha! Raining Slash!
Freeze,
It's
let's
coming
go!
forward! It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out.
Going in! I'm on it! Look sharp!
I was overconfident.
You'll pay for that!
Eat this!
Finish it!
Kisara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship? Ridiculous. Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
They can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Mahak-Sar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elder Menencia. Go to Mahak-Sar, Ganeth Horrors, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you all right with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renin. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renin supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans, and you're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
We've reached our destination.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going, I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Eldam and Sia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. They try to get...
Out of my way!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! You're mine!
Not so fast! I'll take out the legs with my shield!
Begin! Shot! One more! Can you take it?
Blazing meteor!
Get ready and ready! Begin!
This one's mine!
Can you take it? Take this! Elusive deity! Can you take it? I'll run you through!
Glacial spear!
Elusive deity! I'll
If
face
it's in
you!
the sky, it's mine!
Piercing roar! Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
What could this be?
No choice.
Not today! They got me flamed! Tiger blade! Eat this! Double demon blade! First strike!
This one's mine!
Eat this! Piercing roar!
Going in.
You're done! Tiger blade! First strike! Talon storm!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Rising thunder!
Make it rain!
Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Hey, when did I get so popular? Now you see what I can do! Shot!
A charge like that
can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Just getting started! I'll run you through!
My finishes! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
That extra training paid off.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. Now, where might those fish be? Yeah! Nothing's biting. Looks like I lost it. we go. Well, it's not bad, per se.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can...
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
I always... love the sound of hammers banging away.
Why are you looking at me like that? I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Eldermen and Sea Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzelik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Danans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion!
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
Looks perfect.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomach ache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training, too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
I'm on!
Rising Wyvern!
Can't get out of this!
Restore! Oh my!
Airborne feet. Mind set.
Got flyers!
I'm surrounded! Marksman handle it.
All yours!
I'm on! I'm just getting started!
Rising Wyvern!
Take this! Oh, I never miss!
You're mine!
Lightning! Going in! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Here's evil! That's it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content. Armor won't save you!
Come on! Dragon Sword!
You require a hand.
Watch
You're
and
done!
guard.
One more! I'm on it!
Tiger Blade!
Talon Storm! Do it!
Glacial
Tiger
Blade!
Red!
Here's the evil!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart.
If he slows down, that's our chance!
Eat this! Here's the
This one's mine!
I'm on it!
Mega Red! Going in!
Sonic Thrust!
Let's go!
Damn it!
Do you require
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Here I come!
Get out of this!
Tiger Blade! And again!
Lunar Rumble!
Mega Red!
Annihilation!
Mega
Prepare to be
Red!
healed!
This one's
Can't
mine!
get out of this!
First strike!
Time to shine!
Now or never.
Now in the groove!
Lightning Meteor!
Eat this! I'll end you!
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Demon Fang! Double
Going
Demon
in!
Fang!
Do it!
That's it!
Mega Red!
I'm on! Talon Storm!
This one's
Lightning
mine!
Thrust!
Make your
Thrust!
break to Darlene! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
Too slow!
Talon Storm! Back into the fray!
First strike! I'll end you!
All
Here I
very
come!
good.
Here and now!
Searing
Take
Blade!
this! Here's over! Eat this!
Going in!
I'm impressed.
Make your break! Out!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Dan in history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. There's history.
Nice one, Alphen.
Yeah.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Eat this!
When did I get so far?
Arc Field! Tiger Blade! Hear me! Time of fury! Look shot! Handle this!
I'm on
This
it.
one's mine!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for you! Tiger Blade! Take the blade!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the level is to me.
Eat this!
An astral box?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Take this. You're wide open. Watch this.
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
Done to the dust. Armor won't save you.
Be still!
Storm. I'm on it. You're done.
Alphen, this ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Glacial spear!
Rising
Take this! One more! Do it!
Frozen!
Hammer! Don't get complacent.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it...
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
First strike!
Let's go!
I got dirt! That freaking does it! I'm on it! Flying free! What if they kept it still?
Sion, can you take care of that?
Just the reception's done! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! Too slow!
Searing Blade! Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaints here!
I'm out of ammo! What is it, me?
You're done!
Searing Blade!
Just the drop! Where's this?
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah!
You're
Nice
wide
technique!
open. I'll run you through!
Going in.
Storm! That's it! You're on! Eat this!
Here goes!
Make it rain! Sion!
Get toasty!
Burn strike! There's always room for improvement.
I have a bad feeling about this.
This one's mine!
Here I come! There's a shot!
Into the face!
You're done! Tectonic punch!
Going in!
First strike! No!
Hurricane Thrust!
Talon Storm!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Now you see what I can
Something
do!
you wanted to say?
Finish! Raining Slap!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain! Ridwell! Frozen!
Hammer!
I can feel my power growing!
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Glacial Spear!
I'm on it! Dust to dust! You're done! Talon Storm!
Going in! I never miss!
Dust to dust! Can't get out of this! Watch this!
Downfall!
Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
That firepower of yours is really something.
I could say the same. This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need
They
healing.
got me flamed! Eat this! Watch it!
Here, let me
Eat
help.
this! Eat this!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Talon Storm!
Blaze Lancer!
Prepare to steal. Sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more
Armor
doing.
won't save you! I'm on it! Rising Wyvern! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Searing Flame!
Sion!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Right, next one!
Already on! I'm just getting started! Here I go!
Steel! This one's mine!
Just to dust!
Let them march!
Tiger Blade! Talon
I
Storm!
never miss!
Shield back from depths of
Here goes!
Going in.
Resuscitation!
On guard.
Dragon
Here
Sword!
I go! No
Tables on Sword! Burn in hell! We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Kisara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep up the pace.
You're done! That'll teach us for getting cocky.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes... Battles easier is okay by me.
More Danon runes here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here?
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
What could this be?
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all...
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Tiger Blade! You're done! It's not on my watch!
Generate to pieces! Attack time! Armor won't save you!
Appreciate the help.
Talon Storm! Forward blade! Come on, roll now! You're done!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisher!
Eat this!
Take this!
This one's mine.
It's over! Burn in hell! Finish it!
Kneel!
Elton!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Striker!
Sword and shield!
A classic combination.
What's that big tower over there?
What do you say we check back in on the ramp?
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
It's important to get...
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Not this way, I guess.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Dust to dust! By the power of water! I'm on it! Watch it! That freaking does it!
Do it!
Look up.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
They got me flanked!
Something you wanted to say?
The enemy is Arc 2.
You'll soon... This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Excited.
You're mine.
He's dead!
Take it! Gion! Get toasty!
Burn strike! Those bombs of yours are amazing!
yourselves! This one's tough! Dragon Swarm! Sonic Thrust! Tornado Alpha!
Take it!
I'll run you through!
Make it rain! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Wow! Look what I just found.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You're mine!
Eat this!
You're finished!
Look sharp!
Ignite!
That's it! Storm! One more! This one's mine! Tiger
I
Blade!
can carve through armor!
Mega Sonic
Eat
Thrust!
this! Reload! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Back into the fray!
Take this!
Go!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
I'm on a roll now! Dust to dust! You're done!
Lightning!
Make it rain!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Any chance we could make the next time a little bit warmer?
Does it look like it comes with a thermostat? I have a bad feeling about this.
Get behind me!
I'm on! Here I come!
Far enough!
Mega Ray!
Ignite!
This one's mine!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Tectonic force! Here, let me help! Leave the enemy's arc to me! Do it!
No complaints!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one!
Already on! Dust to dust! Now we're in the groove!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Shouldn't have messed with me!
Ignite!
That's enough!
Into the wall! Try to come over!
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I need to be stronger.
Looks like some solid equipment.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Hurricane Storm! Hurricane Storm!
I'm on it!
This one's mine!
Now you see what I can do!
Going in! Here I go! I'm already getting started!
Dust to dust!
Annihilation!
Now I'm in the groove! First strike! I'll run you!
I'm already getting started! By the power going in!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Switch to offense!
Come and get it! Here I come! First strike! I'll end you!
Flame of tyranny!
Grind it!
Pound it!
Grill it!
The perfect burger.
Don't get careless.
I'm on it! Don't tell me!
Mega Ray!
Take one! Hey, when did I get so popular?
One more!
Come and get it! Eat this! Blind freak! Why can't they just sit
An
still?
astral Arceus! Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough of her.
Yes, ma'am.
Where are you going?
Go finish!
There!
All finishing here and now! We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
And don't worry, because law's on.
Here, let me help.
Be still!
Don't mind if I do.
All in here!
Hurricane thrust! Finish it! First strike!
That's enough!
Here I come!
Too slow! Eat this! Shot! Take this! Come and get it! Tiger Blade!
Take this! Rising Wyvern!
Dust to dust!
I'm on it. Getting started. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Good to know my training is paying off.
There!
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Going in. Where are you going?
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
Speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Not today!
Its defenses are down!
I'll beat it here! Here's evil!
Pierce through! I'm rising
No
wyvern!
further!
Aw,
You have to hold on.
Here, let me help.
You're down! You're off!
Can't be happening.
Fool.
Rising one!
What was I thinking? Here, let me help. Aid!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Not my
Right.
finest.
Flaming meteor!
Take this!
Power of
I owe you one, Paul.
First aid!
Glacial spear.
Raining slap!
Here, let me help.
Switch to offense!
I can only rely on myself.
Hear me! Flame of
Not today!
Show me your strength.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time. Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey. Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renins have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?